Hey, this is Coach Troy with Tate Fitness, and today I'm going to talk about a steroid, or it's kind of like an anti-estrogen steroid actually, and it was made a long ass time ago, almost when they basically invented testosterone, in that same decade, I should say, and that anabolic or androgen is Proviron. Proviron, also known as Mesterolone. Now, some of the history of Proviron. Proviron was first patented in 1934 by a company called Schering and actually Europe in Germany. It was designed and made for hormone-related medical states and adverse states in men, also for men with depression and libido issues. And also one of the big reasons for Proviron to be patented and made was for fertility reasons. So certain men had infertility reasons due to maybe problems with their gonadotropin releasing hormones or their fertility of follicle stimulating hormone or luteinizing hormone. But it's thought to believe that this anabolic androgen, even though paradoxical as it seems, because most anabolics and androgens actually defect or have problems with the HPTA axis by cutting off and making it towards offsetting the hypogonadal axis. This actually, on the opposite spectrum, even though not 100% fully elucidated of all its functions, it was made to reverse the effects and actually help for raising more gonadotropin releasing hormones, so to say, arbitrarily speaking on paper, to help for fertility, for sperm count. Currently, Proviron is patented by Bayer. So Bayer is the only company that has Proviron, but it was never actually medically approved in the United States, ever, only in Europe. So it's a 17 beta hydroxy 1 alpha methyl 5 androsten 3 1 chemical structure. So kind of a long chemical structure, but basically a DHT 1 methyl is what the structure or the main structure of what Proviron is, which is basically very similar to the same chemical structure as Primobolan tablets. It's a DHT derivative, so it's part of the dihydrotestosterone family. It's very lightly anabolic, if anabolic at all, actually, because there's not much agonism to the androgen receptor. It's more made for androgenic purposes or androgenicity, of upscaling the basically the sex hormone, the secondary sex hormone characteristics of men. So that's basically what it's produced or pronounced for the androgenicity reasons. Like I said, no anabolism though. There's no hypertrophy to muscle using Proviron. It's almost used like as a synergy for helping enhance all the other properties or androgenic and anabolic properties of other steroids in use conjunction with Proviron. And it also has an anti-estrogenic effect, like a dual effect of basically systemic estrogen in the body, and like I said, the enhancement of other androgens and anabolics taken simultaneously, and basically offsetting the aromatization of testosterone or dianabol or anadrol 50 or whatever conjunctional steroids that actually do aromatize by itself without an anti-E, that is, or aromatase inhibitor. The Proviron actually help mitigate some of these things, like I said, in conjunction with. Now, due to the low anabolic properties and it having non-related hypertrophy, meaning it doesn't really augment the muscle fibers or make them stronger or make them bigger or anything like that. It's more for androgenicity, like I was mentioning. It's due to the 3-hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase in skeletal muscle is the lack of anabolic properties of the conversion from the molecular structure of Proviron. And also that what makes it to where it extends its half-life to about 12 hours in the body. So you might need to use multiple tablets or half-tab increments to keep it systemically related or congruent in the body for a 24-hour period. So there's no drag time or lack of, I should say, of the Proviron enzyme breaking down to the body to still perpetuate its anti-estrogenic and non-aromatizing effects due to its ability of what it's trying to do, especially along with other steroidal components used conjunctively with this product. Oh, and another big effect or side effect or effect of Proviron is it really suppresses sex hormone binding globin, your SHBG. So it does raise free testosterone levels significantly. So if you have a high binding affinity to sex hormone binding globin and very low free T, this will help that situation to help free up some of that free testosterone levels that's being suppressed from that sex hormone binding globin or albumin bound, which a lot of it's already going to be albumin bound already. But the SHGB will be significantly crushed and lowered while simultaneously using Proviron. It's got a pretty high binding affinity to that mechanism of suppressing SHBG, more so than Anavar or Winstrol or other oral agents that also suppress it. But that is one of the big notations and big, I say pros in that sense, if that's what you're trying to do, is suppress your SHBG, is the Proviron. Now I'll go into some of the side effects of Proviron. Honestly, in my opinion, from my readings and my knowledge throughout the years of Proviron, its main thing, I mean, it's non-estrogenic, so you're not gonna have estrogenic issues. You will have androgenicity issues, like possible androgenic alopecia or male pattern baldness, problems with acne, if you're acne prone already, or you have a genetic predisposition or translation of getting acne to begin with, this will bring out more acne on your body. If you don't have that genetic predisposition, then you're not gonna suddenly just get, acne and zits all over your body. So it doesn't really work that way. But like I said, the main thing, those things are bad. You don't want to get bald or lose your hair and get a lot of acne all over your body. Those are bad things. But one of the bad things is the cholesterol issue. The lipid profile gets crushed with Proviron. So it significantly drops HDL and significantly raises LDL, the low density lipoproteins. So that's not good for cardiac reasons and cardiovascular reasons, for plaque buildup in the heart. And it's a good way to get a heart attack in the future. I'm being really, really hypothetical in that sense, to where it's not going to just happen to anybody. We're talking prolonged use. And that's the main reason why, even in 1934, when they invented it, they couldn't give it to people for HRT purposes, because there's no long-term sustainability with Proviron. You can only use it for short-term years. But in the short-term use of it, there hasn't been issues of any ASIH, anabolic steroid-induced hypogonadism. In fact, it's supposed to do a reversal effect of the gonadotropin-releasing hormones, and it's supposed to help. Now, hypothetically speaking, because it's not fully elucidated, like I said, there hasn't been a lot of studies on it, but it's supposed to reverse the effects and give more fertility and help a luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. And that's why some people actually use Proviron on a PCT, even though it's more used during, in conjunction with a cycle. But that being said, I just wanted to give that conclusion and those thoughts to you guys on what Proviron is. If you wanted more questions pertaining to Proviron or any other information on androgens and anabolics, please get in touch with me with the email below, or get a hold of me here on Instagram. And if you have any comments, please leave comments in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video, and take care. Have a great day, and talk to you soon.